This video is sponsored by Casetify. More on that later. Hi, happy Monday. It's Story Monday, everybody. It's time for a story. So I was writing this video about manifest TikToks with my dear friend Ethan. It's this genre of TikTok where there's text on a screen and it says something like, "This is your final message. You have to take it seriously. It does not matter if you skipped over those other sounds. If you skip over this sound, you're gonna die, okay? So don't risk skipping over this one, because if you ignore it, it's all over. You just gotta interact in 3 ways." No, man, that's not healthy. Leia says, "I'm so lucky. Everything I want, I receive. You've been claiming and nothing seems to happen yet. Click the link on his bio. He's specialized in ex-back, marriage, divorce, fertility. Contact him now." Now, of course, this caught my eye. A professional coming to TikTok saying that he can fix your marriage, bring your ex back, make you fertile again. Of course I had to go and check out this profile, and this is the first thing that I saw. So immediately, I'm wondering, how do I get a photo of me and a loved one on that table? Okay, I want a TikTok of my face having a spell casted on it. How do I cure a relationship in my life that drastically needs mending? Well, luckily Ethan and I went ahead and we clicked the link in his bio and we began to message him on WhatsApp. And this is the part of the video where I want to make it clear that nothing that happens in this video is against people who perform rituals, who participate in manifesting. I think all these things are long-standing practices that should be respected for people who do take it seriously. My problem is when people take advantage of these rituals and spiritual beliefs to try to scam other people out of their money for doing something that obviously isn't gonna work. I message this WhatsApp number and I say, "Hello, I need a spell done to bring me and my friend back together. We had a nasty falling out and he won't talk to me. Name your price." So then he comes back to me and he's like, "Love and light to you, blah, blah, blah. Do you want acceptance? Do you want to attract someone strongly? Is there an ex you want back? Cleansing, fortunes, exams and tests, pregnancy, just name it." I already told him what I wanted. So I come back and I say, "I already told you, I need my friendship back. Please repair our friendship. Repair a friendship spell." And I sent him a little monkey saying, "Please." I don't know if that emoji is entirely appropriate, but all right. How long since both of you have been friends? And how long since you both quarreled now? So he keeps asking me to send him a photo of my right palm. And so I decided to see if I could, push the line a little bit. And I sent him, Ethan and I sent him this photo of like my hand like f***ed up. Like we had his dog like peanut butter off of it. And my finger has a Band-Aid on it. Wait, this is perfect. It's gonna be wet too. And it just overall looks like a disastrous photo. He responds and he says, "All right, a normal reconnection spell is what you need to book for, my dear." He just wanted a photo of both of us together so he knew what we looked like. And so I sent him this fucked up photo of me and Ethan. I kind of messed with our faces a little bit. I don't really know what the focus of this video is at this point. I just thought, let me just see where this goes. He responds to the photo and he says, "Aw, beautiful, my dear. You are both men? And which are you, my dear?" And then I had like the disgusting idea to respond with, I don't know why I said this. I thought it'd be funny. I was just trying to get a laugh out of Ethan. Okay? "Oh yeah, you like that?" He responds and says, "You both look great, my dear. When do you want me to get started with your reconnection spell with your friend?" Of course, I told him I wanted to start the spell right away. I sent him another little video of Stewie. Stop the video for 2 seconds. I just put out a song. It's on Spotify. It's called Time Bomb. It's by Nick Green. And the link is in the description. Listen to it. Let me know what you think. Okay? Bye. And then, of course, he hits me with, "All right, before that, there are certain required items that need to be purchased to carry out the reconnection spell ritual." Which I assumed, of course, there's money involved, but I was like, okay, let's hear what the price is. Let's hear what I have to do to reconnect me with my friend. And then, of course, he sends me the list of ingredients for the spell, and it costs $112. He says, "All right, are you there? Can we proceed? Hello?" And then I ghosted. I feel bad. I got cold feet. 112 was a bit steep for something that I didn't even know if I was gonna get a video or anything. And I was like, is there enough content even there? Is there? But then something else happened. We decided to message a different account. We found this account called Dr. Okusu, and his profile said, "Love spell, spiritual awakening, get back your ex-lover, business spell. WhatsApp me." So I message him and I say, "Doctor, oh doctor, I need help. Good evening, how are you doing, Nick? I'm all right. not so much. So then he asked me to call him on voice call so I can explain what's happening between us. Doctor?
Are you hearing me now?
Yes, I can hear you. So then the doctor asked me how Ethan and I had our falling out, so we came up with like this dumb story for how we got in a fight. Sorry, this is gonna be a little weird. He had like sores on his mouth, like I think like cold sores. And his partner was another man. We were hanging out and he drank out of my root beer.
Was he drunk?
No, we were just drinking soda pop. Last time we talked was like last week and he sent me a text that was like, "You motherfucker, like you can't get me to, admit."
What I would have done for you, what I would do for you now. Have you heard about love binding before?
Love binding?
Let me explain to you. Love binding is like trying to make your soulmate or something, like your partner. I'm not talking about you right now.
Yeah, I don't like him like that. I don't like him like that.
No, I'm not saying you like him. I want to explain to you the opposite of what I'm going to do if you're interested. Okay?
Okay. So this is where the doctor started explaining this whole friendship binding thing. Over the span of this video, I tried to get a good idea of where this magic came from, what culture it was derived from, anything to tell me that it was rooted in something that is like semi-legitimate. But for like 15 minutes, the doctor just kept talking to me about friendship binding and love binding and pure magic. And as you can tell, I didn't really expect this to take as long as it did.
In this your case, you are not doing love binding. It's going to do friendship binding.
Oh, because he's my friend.
Because he's your friend. He's not your soulmate. You guys don't have feelings for each other, alright?
At least not both ways, no. So will this be sort of like a back in time spell? Like, will he forget what happened and it'll go back to what it was like before?
In this case, if only you want it to be that way, he won't remember anything that happened before.
Basically, what the doctor is trying to tell me is that he's going to carry out this friendship binding ritual, and then in exactly 2 hours time, Ethan is literally going to call me on the phone and then forget that the whole situation even happened, and we're going to carry on and be best buddies again. I think we ought to just wipe the whole memory out of his brain, because honestly, this whole thing has been way too much for me, and I'd rather him just... But you're confident that like that this will really like fix things?
He's not going to remember what transpired between you guys before.
I don't ever want there to be any issues between us, no matter what happens, no matter how badly I mess up, you know? I've gotten him in serious accidents, like I've ruined a lot of stuff of his and I've repented over it, but you know, he seems to just hold this like annoying grudge about it. Like, oh, like I get it, I crashed his car, but you know, I made right on it.
I understand. That is what you should know is that's what friendship are. That's the goal of friendship. So there's no need of you right now. If you can, do you have a clear photo of him, like a picture of him?
Can I send you a picture of the both of us?
You are the one putting on black.
I'm the one in the black shirt. Actually wearing that shirt right now.
That's not a problem.
Okay, good. So he'll text me in 2 hours. What happens if he doesn't text me though?
No. There's no. It's like this work I've been doing. There's 100% possibility that when I'm done, he's going to call you. You understand me?
Yes, of course, yes. He keeps saying, you understand me, as if he's just trying to like convince me that I can understand what he's trying to explain to me, even though I have no idea what he's saying. Unfortunately, there was a pretty big language barrier between us, and I do not fault him at all for that, but it did make this process a little bit tougher to figure out because a lot of the time, neither of us were on the same page. At this point, the doctor was talking so much and for so long about the same exact thing that I didn't really know what to do and how to end the call, so Ethan pretended to be my wife and pretended to come home so I could get an easy out and end the call. My wife's about to get home, so I've only got a couple minutes left.
Honey,
shit.
Honey, I'm home.
I'm so sorry, hold on. So I sent him a text that says, oh shoot, sorry, my wife just walked through the door. She can't know I'm doing this. I will still call in the morning to do the ritual. Let me know what the price is. He asks me how she's doing. I said, she's good. Beautiful, actually. If she found out that I'm tinkering with ancient magic, she'd flip her lid. The doctor said, that's okay, but note that this is not dark magic. What I'll be doing for you is pure and with positive energy. So I say, that sounds great. Let me know what the price is. And he says, Money is not the issues, Nick. I just want to help you because you are trying to get back your friend because it's the right thing to do as a good person. And this just warmed my heart. I mean, I was so surprised. The last guy tried to get me to pay a bunch of money, and this doctor guy likes me so much that money's not even an issue. I don't even have to worry about it. So I was like, of course I'll do it. He tells me, when your wife is not with you, just let me know so I can call you, which is a very interesting message to receive on WhatsApp, but this is the situation I'm in now. Sorry, I'm so sick. I sound disgusting. So then that night he calls me and he says, how are you? And I say, good. Do you have time to do the spell? How long do you think it'll take? And he says, yes. Are you busy now? And so then he calls me. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good morning.
Good morning. How is it going?
Are you about to sleep right now?
Okay.
Are you about to sleep? And I don't have, no, I told you it's going to cost you little money for it. So I will have to, I don't know if you can send some money, let me go and get it.
So this is when I realized that the doctor wasn't as truthful as I expected him to be, okay? Although I was told that money wasn't the issue and the doctor doesn't want any money from me, apparently that money doesn't include the actual ingredients used in the ritual, which he needs to buy from the store so he can carry out the spell for me.
I told you yesterday I will be going to get the ingredients for the procedure. It costs little money from you.
What? I thought you told me money's not the issue.
No, what I was trying to say is that, no, you were saying about money. I said, no, you should hold on about money first. I'm telling you the procedure first. Let me explain to you how it's going to be. That's why I said money is not the issue. I'm not after the money. No, it's just 4 ingredients. They will cost $50. You get me?
Yeah, I think so. I think I get you.
Okay, you're only going to buy omaka, ogi, and the oil. That's all.
Okay. If you could send me a list of the ingredients and the price and how to pay you, then I can set that up and we can do it on Monday.
No problem. I can send you the image of them so you can see them.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you, doctor.
No problem. How is your wife?
My wife is good.
Yes. Being seeing you alone, I will know that you already have a good and beautiful wife. With the passion and affirmation I saw you, you're a good person.
That's good to hear. Sometimes my wife wouldn't agree with you. But, most of the time, I love her at the end of the day. And although her and I butt heads sometimes, we're always able to agree at the end of the day and be one.
Yeah, that's one. As far as your wife, you guys are already one as a soulmate.
Yeah, soulmates.
You're welcome.
Talk to you soon. Goodbye. Okay, so I don't really know what's going on here. I thought I was about to get on a video call with him, and he was gonna do the whole thing in front of me because he told me it was gonna be free. And then of course there's always a catch, For him it was $50-something to buy all the ingredients. I don't want to do that. I don't even know if it's worth it. I think it'd be funny to get him to do the spell because he insists that Ethan will call me in a couple days. But I don't know. I barely understand what this guy's trying to tell me. He keeps saying, you understand me, right? And I'm like, I don't know what these ingredients are. You're not even telling me what they do. You're just telling me I gotta buy them so I can repair my friendship. Let's stop the video for 1 second to talk about our sponsor for the video, Casetify. Casetify is the world's most popular tech accessory brand, making phone cases that keep your phone safe and stylish. As you can see here, I actually have a case with Casetify myself that features a bunch of my friends. It's in 3 different colors. The Nick is Not Green case. And I know what you're thinking. Hey, Nick, how can I have a phone case that looks just like your Nick is Not Green case, but protects it even more than it already does? And I have an answer for you. It's Casetify's new bounce case. Casetify's bounce cases are their most protective case yet, adding these corners to your phone case so that any heart-stopping phone drop will just turn into a simple bounce off of the ground. And with the new EcoShock impact absorption technology, the bounce case can actually stand drops from up to 21.3 feet. And I'm actually gonna put my phone in a bounce case right now to do a little drop test of my own. Ahoy, here I go. Completely safe, good as new, bounced right off the floor. And there are even over 2,000 options to choose from for the bounce case, so if you want the Nick is Not Green case, but you want a little extra protection, you can go with that. And Casetify has a huge mission towards sustainability, so all their cases are made of 65% recycled and plant-based materials. And you can even get custom cases of your own, like this one that has my initials all over it. It even has a MagSafe charger on the back, so if you have an iPhone, you can wirelessly charge your phone. So if you want to get a cool phone case just like me, go to casetify.com/nickisnotgreen to get 15% off of your order. Thank you to Casetify for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to the fun. So then the doctor sends me these pictures of these ingredients that I need to pay him for, which are really unsettling photos. I have a feeling that this candle doesn't really give off friendship vibes. January 16th rolls around. The doctor texts me, "Good morning." I say, "Hello, doctor." He says, "How are you doing? And how is your wife and everyone?" I say, "I'm good, doctor. My wife is great. She just went to bed. She had a bad day. It was not good." I think I immediately forgot that I already told him that she was great, so my story is falling apart here a little bit. He tells me, "Can you go somewhere where I can call you now so that your wife can't hear you?" Another great message to be on my WhatsApp. If I really did have a wife, I think I'd be in big trouble. So then I end up going on this ski trip with my friends. I made a video about it, but I come back from the trip and forget that I was doing this back and forth with the doctor. So he texts me and says, "Hello, Nick, what's going on? I've been waiting for you." And I just tell him, "Doctor, my apologies, something really bad happened." He said, "But I hope you're okay because you said something bad happened." So I said, "Something bad happened, but we handled it. Just had to put the fish in the ocean, if you know what I'm saying." He responds and says, "Yeah, of course." Then I just had this idea to send him a picture of my wife, but the picture I sent him of my wife was just like a face-apped photo of Ethan to make him look like a woman. I wanted to see if I could throw the doctor off and maybe see if he would notice that my wife looks very similar to my friend who I'm in a big fight with. The doctor says, "Wow, she really looks beautiful. You are really lucky to have her as your soulmate." So then that night the doctor calls me to talk about the payment that we discussed.
Hello?
Doctor.
Sorry for the delay. I didn't know you messaged me.
Well, that's okay.
That's mighty fine. I wouldn't worry about that. I've got a candle, but it's only 3. It's very short wicks. There's not a lot of wax left. It's a cinnamon candle, if that's fine. Does the scent affect how well he's gonna remember? Yeah, I just need to figure out what the payment plan is. Do you have like Venmo, Zelle, PayPal?
Don't you know what REM is?
Say that again. What is it called?
Should I send it to you? It's just a link. You can send it through your phone. Should I send you the link?
Oh, Dr. Okusu. I don't know how I feel about opening links.
It's very secure. It's just for you to tell the amount you are sending. It's just sent to anywhere you want to send.
Send me the link. I'll take a little look.
So all of a sudden, the preferred payment option for this ritual was through this website called worldremit.com, which obviously started setting off alarm bells in my head because no one in America uses that.
It really sounds my wife is watching Grey's Anatomy in the other room.
Everything I do is positive, purely good energy.
If you don't mind me asking, what kind of magic is it?
There are different types of magic. 1, there's black magic. 2, there's dark magic. 3, there's white magic. And most time, dark magic. Are you hearing me?
I can hear you.
Are
Yes.
you hearing me?
Sorry, I can hear you.
Time,
I keep hearing bumping in the other room. I think. Okay, don't worry about it.
Dark magic involves you using all those type of blood, all those wicked or bad ingredients for doing something wicked. That is what we call dark magic. Are you hearing?
Yeah, I hear you. So that's what we're doing?
No. Positive magic and white magic is the one you are using. Tap on it, it's going to take you to World Center where you can take money.
I've never heard of World Remit.
Even most of the people, the girl from Texas, the last person I won't represent, she used the word remit because it's very fast and safe.
These bank things, they're nasty.
Yes.
There's so many different. PayPal, there's Venmo, there's Zelle, there's Cash App. Doctor, I don't know. People tell me to worry about these links, these different websites, these foreign sites, these foreign-based databases.
Most people I have, this is what they say the first time. Is they will tell me they are afraid of something like all this type of sites or link to send money. But when you use it, you see that it's even more safe and very fast. If you use it, that's when you know what I'm talking about. They don't have access to your bank anything. They don't have access to it. It's just for you to send your money and leave it. Maybe next year, maybe you have to send to any other person. You can still use it.
It does say that the site is safe online, but I can't send them money through this link I've never heard of, right?
You could use a gift card.
I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
No idea. Yes, I think I understand what you're trying to say. You know, doctor, I think I may have to call an audible here and say maybe we ought to take the time and do the PayPal just so I feel a little more comfortable about this whole thing. I want to make sure, you know, I don't know you, you don't know me, even though I consider you like a friend at this point.
That's okay. Are you going to sleep right now? Let me just get the paper like in 10 minutes time.
Yeah, no. Take your time. Maybe I'll be up for another 2 hours. I do have Cash App. I can do Cash App.
Okay, no problem. Let me get Cash App right now. Let me get Cash App. I'll call you back now.
Okay. There we go.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I can't really understand half of the stuff he's trying to tell me. He wanted me to do this world remit thing to pay him.
Do you have the page?
It's an international money transfer website, which apparently is Trustpilot you can trust, but I just can't. It's called World Remit. I just can't. I can't send him money through that. Like, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, maybe he can give you his PayPal or his Cash App.
Just something that's not a website he made.
That's impressive.
The guy does magic. You think he can't make a fucking website?
That's the least of his worries.
His worries.
So yeah, I guess we're gonna wait to see if he gets Cash App, and if he gets Cash App, I'll pay him however much he wants me to pay him.
Did he say he like just can't do anything else other than this world fucking...
Well, I think World Remit is the only thing he has set up. So I think right now he's just like, well, if we want to do it right now, we gotta do it through World Remit. And he's like, if you want me to do it through something else, I'm gonna take my time and I gotta set it up.
What kind of scammer doesn't have PayPal?
Luckily, after a lot of hesitation, the doctor agreed to use Cash App, which I was a little more familiar with. I didn't think I would fully get scammed.
I'm opening my Cash App.
I mean, are you ending the call or you just let me just I should stay on call with you?
Hey, does anyone know what he said?
Huh? No.
So I'm on the call with the doctor to talk to him about this whole Cash App payment thing. And of course, as usual, it takes like an absurd amount of time on the phone with him. And this, of course, also led to him asking me about my wife for like the 10th time.
Yes, I know. She really cares about you because even with the affirmation with the picture I see that she's a loving person. Does not want to share you with anyone.
Yeah, she gets jealous. I'll be on the phone with someone and she'll be like, get the fuck off the phone, like, who are you talking to? I mean, one day we might want to have kids. She's always like, I don't want to have kids. And I'm like, I know you do one day.
You make up one little lie and it snowballs. And suddenly you have this wife in your life and you got to start talking to this guy about her all the time.
Yeah, so you sent me the Cash App name. I just need to know the total. I think you said it was $5. I'm just kidding.
As the doctor was starting to explain the process of the ritual to me, I started getting a little nervous. What if I pay all of this money for nothing to happen? So I tried to ask him to clarify what would happen if Ethan doesn't call me after 2 hours. What if the ritual doesn't work and I pay him all this money and then nothing even happens?
What happens if he doesn't, though?
No. There's no negative thoughts here. It has been positive. Right. Everything is positive.
You're right. That was bad of me. I meant to say, ooh, I can't wait for him to call me.
Yeah, that's the best way. To affirm anything.
What is that noise in the other room?
Jordan really couldn't keep it together during this whole call, so he decided to run out of the room, but he slipped on the stairs, and then he had to like shimmy himself out of the room so no one could hear him on the call.
So you're telling me the friendship is 50, the egg's 50, the sauce is 50, and the melon's 50, so there's 200 total?
So this is when I learned that instead of the ingredients costing $50, each ingredient costs $50. The egg, the candle, the other stuff, it all is $50 each. So I have to pay him $200 now, which is even more than the first ritual guy. Now I sort of started to panic here because I didn't want to spend $200 on this video, and so I tried explaining the situation to the doctor, and luckily he was very understanding and he decided to pay with his own money for one of the ingredients for $50. So now I'd only have to pay $150. And at this point I was like, is $150 really worth it? You know, am I just gonna pay him and he's gonna send me a video and that's gonna be that and it'll be kind of funny, whatever. And then also, like, morally, should I be allowing myself to give that much money to someone who I'm sure is a scammer? But my friends were super eager to watch me waste the money and pleaded with me to give him the $150. So of course I did it. So I clicked to send him $150. I hit pay and I copy the cash tag that he gave me, and this is what comes up. It is someone named Candace. This is what her photo is. So the doctor gives me his cash tag so I can go into Cash App and pay him the money for the ingredients, and I put it into the app, and this profile comes up, and it's this random lady. I don't know who she could be in relation to Dr. Osuku. And it says joined February 2022. And he said he just set up his Cash App, so I'm so confused. Who is this? This whole time I've been talking to Candace and not Dr. Osuku.
Well, look, if that woman was doing that voice as the authority in the room, I'd say bad.
But as a woman,
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
true, yeah.
For you to tell us what we can't.
True. Amen. You want me to pay the cash tag?
Yes, that's the name. Yes.
Who's this? Who is this? Who's this account?
The item seller. The item seller.
What? So it turns out that this Candace lady most likely owns the shop that the doctor goes to for his supplies. So he's basically saying that I just paid her directly and that he would go to her and verify that I pay her so he can get the ingredients and carry out the ritual.
Oh, I paid it.
I did it. So now I'm confused here because the doctor isn't even receiving the money. He's telling me it's going to this random white lady and she has the money now in her Cash App. It would make more sense if he just made his own Cash App rather than give me some lady's Cash App with a photo that's obviously not him.
Nick, I don't think that this is good. I think that you just lost that money.
Look, it's not guaranteed, but there is a very small chance that he is making a YouTube video.
He's like, I'm gonna scam this mother. So that was on January 17th, and today is February 25th. So what happened in the span of these 39 days after I paid the doctor my $150? Well, it was a little bit of a mess. The doctor is hours ahead of my time zone, and I was busy hosting a bunch of people, doing a lot of stuff. My brain was messed up. I struggled to find a time to talk to him very much. But he, on the other hand, was adamant to continue talking to me. He would constantly call my phone at random times of the day, and he would send really confusing messages that I didn't really know how to respond to. I kept asking the doctor to just do the ritual by himself and then just send me a video of him doing the ritual, and that would be good enough. And he would never actually send the video. But on January 31st, I received a very interesting message that had a video attached to it.
As you can see here, I'm on your work. If you look at it here, you can see your picture on your phone there. That's what should have. I'm on it. So in the process of doing it, I saw that it's not just what happened between you guys, and it's not just coincidence. It's something done by a third party in your relationship. Okay? I just want to know if you're online. So if you're online, just give me a message. Okay, so I can call you. And how is your wife and your family member at your home?
Now, he didn't actually end up doing the ritual in the video. He was just sort of showing me the setup. But he absolutely had that picture, that weird picture I sent him of me and Ethan set up on his table next to the rest of his clients. And he seemed to be preparing for the final step. Now, this is really interesting because, as I said before, I already paid him the money and I wasn't really great at responding to my messages either. So he had every reason to just take my money and bail. So my consensus is that either the doctor truly believes that he can do magic and is constantly reassured by his many clients that he really can do these spells, or he's still scamming me and I already sent him $150, so he's just trying to call me so he can get more money out of me. But I'm a good guy. I see the best in people, so I'm gonna trust that the first one's true. This guy just wants to help me out. He just wants to get these ingredients. He wants to get the egg and the candle man and everything so he can give me my friend back. Maybe I'm the bad guy. Maybe I'm just goofing on some random man who doesn't speak my language and he's investing all this time into this ritual that he believes is going to fix me, but I'm just making a joke out of him. Maybe I'm evil. Maybe I'm just a disrespectful little freak who needs to learn a lesson. And I mean, this doctor, he would keep on calling me over and over again. I would get notification after notification that he's ringing my phone, and I was never really in a place where I could answer it. Now, after countless missed calls and confusing texts back and forth, I finally got him on another call where something really interesting happened.
You know, it's just been a crazy past few weeks. The parents visited, now my friends are here.
Yes, yeah, definitely. It's like you're a very busy person, that's why.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by a lot of loved ones.
How is your wife and your family members?
Oh yeah, my wife's good. She's good. She's very,
Now, at this point, I do regret telling him about the wife. I regret the wife joke because every time I talk to him, we're talking about the wife. It seems like the wife is always in the conversation.
Should I call you now? I'm even busy. I was doing one work now. Should I call you? See what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, if you want to show me, I can look. Oh, there it is.
Yes, you look at her.
What happened with them two?
Both of them were married before. The girl is somehow possessed and all that. So that's why I did some cleansing for her.
So I'm on the phone with the doctor, face to face. But not really, because he had his camera flipped the whole time so you could see his little setup. But this is definitely a step in the right direction towards finishing this thing once and for all.
What about your friend? Where is he right now?
Now, he started asking me questions about Ethan and our relationship and everything, but in the middle of the call, his camera panned down to like his bare ass foot, just right in the frame. He had all his toes out just for me to gawk at during this FaceTime call. And you can tell that I'm like trying to keep it together in the video once I saw it, because I could not believe my eyes.
We haven't totally touched on the topic. We've talked a few times, but we've sort of avoided this situation.
Do you think, but the issue that you guys were having before, did you talk about it anymore?
I love my life right now, and I love my wife, you know, so it's like...
Yeah. There's some kind of person, I don't know, that is causing all this problem. It's like jealousy.
So the doctor tells me that he suspects foul play in this whole relationship between me and Ethan. He thinks there might be like jealousy in the air, maybe a third party that's affecting the whole thing. Because of this, he told me that we're going to require another ingredient in order for him to make sure that the ritual is safe and secure. So he's going to fetch this item from the shop, he's going to come back to the temple, and we're going to carry out the ritual.
He's very Catholic, and he doesn't really like demonic or nefarious spirits, and I just want to make sure that the ritual doesn't interfere with Catholicism.
No. Not. You know, the first time I would talk, I told you everything I do is purely white energy. I like
pure white energy. Yeah.
I can see you are enjoying with your friends.
I sent him on his quest. I hung up the phone, and I expected to be greeted in another hour so we could finally do this thing. So I text him and I say, "Are you awake?" He says, "Yes, I am. How is your night, Nick? How's your wife?" Of course, the wife is great. I'm just sitting on the couch kicking it back before I go to bed. Let's finish this thing. Can we finish the ritual, doctor, please? He says, "Hey Nick, I've already purchased what I will be using, but you have to buy purify oil and a pack of candles. My money is not enough for that." I said, "How do I get purify oil?" And he said, "Because you've not done something like this before, I don't know if you're very strong in the spiritual realm. So I'll be the one to get it here, and all you have to do is be online with me." So I say perfect, but then I realize, oh wait, does this mean that I need to buy more of something? So I text him, I say, "Are you saying that I have to pay more?" He tells me, "I have already used the money you sent to me, the $150. Just that. The price of things has increased due to the election on ground." I was like, what are you talking about? Send me a link, please. And he sends me this link about how Nigeria is going through this cash shortage, and it's this real story that I didn't know existed, but at the same time, I am so confused as to how this has gotten in the way of my ritual with the doctor. I thought he already spent the money when I gave it to him, and that was the price of the stuff. But now it seems like, I don't know. I'm confused, doctor. What's going on? Nigeria's government changed the currency design before the presidential election, replaced by newly designed bills ahead of the election, so now people have to withdraw money, but they can't. That's crazy. I ask him, what do you think the cost is going to be? And at this point, I'm debating whether or not I should still send him any more money, because it seems like this is the point where I understand that I am a repeat customer and he is trying to get his next payment from me. What's our limit? Let's set it now so we know when to cut ourselves off. I think if he's asking for one more item, it'd be crazy for him to ask for more than like $30.
Maybe 40.
Let's
It
cut
depends
it
on
off
how
50.
badly.
Do you think you can afford like the amount you sent last? Dude, I sent him $150. I can really only expect that the same exact thing's gonna happen if I send him more money. He's just gonna go and he's gonna buy that ingredient, but then he's gonna need more money to get this thing. I said doctor, ... He says, yes, Nick. Is that too much? And I said, I thought you already told me that you bought everything. My wife will get suspicious if I send another PayPal to someone. Please. Please. I sent him this emoji of me bawling my eyes out. He says, everything is intact if you understand me, Nick. Don't say that. It's because of the situation here, that's why, and I explained it to you so that you understand me. So I send this voice memo to the doctor, and I basically say, so doctor, do you know if maybe there is a budget spell we could do? Where maybe we use half of the money, or we use the money that I paid you and buy half the ingredients, and then maybe Ethan will forget about half of the incident, or maybe there's a 50% chance of it working. And he sends me a voice memo back that says,
You are right, Nick. You really gave me the money, I understand. So that's why I told you I will do it myself here to save you from the stress and all that. Let me use half of my own money just to show you that, like, I really want to do it now.
I think he might have been saying, like, if I send him half the money, he'll use the other half of his money to pay for it, just to show me that he's trustworthy. But I think that would just be me still sending him money.
Do you want to say any last words?
No. And at this point, he's sending me pictures of the oil. He's trying to get my attention. I can tell he's a little bit frantic. I think at this point, I realized that I really could only get so much out of the doctor, and so much time has passed, and I felt like it was finally time to put this quest to rest. So that's it. I ghosted him, and that's where I left it. I wish there was more to it. I wish something crazier happened, but it is kind of funny that I spent that much time talking to some random guy on the phone for basically no reason. Really worth an entire video. It's worth waiting a month to make. I mean, to my knowledge, at least, the spell was never really cast, and my $150 was used to buy some ingredients for the doctor, but my money was not enough to fully carry out the spell. So I guess Ethan will never be affected by any ritual. But at this point, honestly, I'm gonna be grateful that everyone is safe and no one had a curse cast on them or something. Thank you for watching this weird video. I don't really know what it is or why I made it, but if you want to see more videos like this where I do some deep dive and get on the phone with strangers, you should email me at nickisnotgreenmerch@gmail.com for all of your video suggestions. Also, as I said before, check out my song. It's on Spotify now. I'm going to be releasing a lot more stuff, but I thought I'd at least put this out. You should check it out. There's also a YouTube channel for the music stuff. I'll put it all in the description. Listen to it on Spotify, who cares? I also have been in some of my friends' videos lately. You should definitely check out my video with Dev Limes, where I try to find love on Valentine's Day, and my video with Hive Mind, where I interview random people on the street in Los Angeles for the Grammys. I thought both of them were very fun videos. You should check them both out. Leave a nice comment, and leave a nice comment on this video too, if you want. Also check out my socials. I am nickisnotgreen on everything, Instagram, Twitter, the rest of them. And I hope you have a great rest of your week. I'm leaving. Goodbye.